Hello, everyone. Like and subscribe. You are the best. Thanks. Hello, everyone. Today, we will make all golems and all zombies of all age fight each other. Here you can see all of them are locked in boxing rings. We'll see zombies and golems aged 5 and 12 and 18 to 25, 40 and 99 years old. The youngest ones are really tiny, and the oldest ones are truly gigantic. But first of all, we need to build all of them. For that, we'll need an iron block, a green wool block, a carved pumpkin, a redstone wire, and a lever. Now watch what we'll do exactly. We simply place an iron block and a pumpkin on top of it. Then repeat this with a green wool block. After that, we gotta place some redstone wires, then put a lever. Just like that. Now we pull the lever and get a... Wow! Look how tiny they are. This zombie got a small sword in his hands. Ha, this 2 guys are 5 years old, and look at that. I'm almost 2 times taller than they are. Now I need to use this special stick to make them angry, and we can move to the next pair of mobs. After building all the mobs, we start the battle. Now I fly to build the 12-year-old golem and zombie. The golem is built like a normal Minecraft golem, but with redstone power. Redstone lights glow under its blocks to power its eyes and arms. The zombie is built just like usual, holding a sword in its hand. Now I need to place some redstone. Just like that. Then I pull the lever, and the golem springs to life with a huge axe. Look at that. His axe is very big. But the zombie is not so interesting. He just has a sword in his hands. I use the special stick to make them angry and ready to fight. Now it's time to build the next mobs. These mobs are 18 years old, and I'm starting to build them. While I'm building, try to solve this math in comments. Think carefully. This one might be tricky. They look so cool, and you must see them closely. I gather blocks and place the first layer of the golem's legs. The zombie takes shape with thick arms and a solid torso. I hope you've managed to solve the math. The correct answer was 8. Now I grab redstone dust and lay it along the ground. I connect the redstone line straight to the lever. Then I place the lever on the wall and get ready. The golem has a very wide body and massive arms. You can see its strong shoulders and huge fists. The zombie also has big arms and a thick chest. They are huge, 3 times taller than me standing here. But this is only the start of our epic battle. Next, we will see mobs even taller and more fierce. While I'm building the mobs, try to guess which bed will the villager choose. The blue one has fire on it, green have web in front of it, yellow is blocked by magma blocks, and red bed is a TNT trap. And his choice is a red bed. He made same mistake twice. Next, I build the zombie's thick arms and broad chest. I pause and look up at these towering shapes above me. Now I grab redstone dust and start laying it around the mobs, marking my path. I connect the redstone line from their feet all the way to the lever on the wall. I place the lever in position, feeling the power crackling through the wire. I pull the lever down, and the redstone sparks to life in glowing lines. The golem's shoulders shine bright, its armored arms stand ready. The zombie's broad torso and strong arms flex under the redstone glow. I use the special stick to make them angry, watching their eyes flare up. Vad sägs det var så? Aver där bara vad sorsten står bo så var läs fadeli in sig en manap SSTs as somebody say man band made them up på bio. I'm building the penultimate mobs right now. First, I place iron blocks to form the golem's wide legs. I stack the blocks higher and higher until its torso takes shape. Next, I add 2 jack-o'-lantern heads for glowing eyes. Each pumpkin head sits perfectly on its broad shoulders. Then I switch to green wool blocks for the second golem. I build its legs thick and sturdy like huge tree trunks. The wool golem's body rises in big fluffy layers. I shape its arms wide enough to hug the whole arena. I carve out its chest with extra wool for a puffy look. I pause and look at both models standing side by side. They already look massive even before we bring them to life. Fries. I step back and admire the iron golem's shining body. Its pumpkin eyes seem to watch me as I build. The wool golem looks soft but strong like a giant marshmallow. I grab my redstone dust. I lay redstone lines from their feet to the lever. The red dust glows faintly along the ground. I connect the redstone trail to the lever on the wall. I place the lever. I pull the lever down with a sharp click. Suddenly, the iron and wool golems burst into life. The iron golem's pumpkin eyes glow bright red. The wool golem shakes and flexes its giant arms. They stand 10 times taller than me, looming over the battlefield. I raise my special stick and point it at their chests. I fly off to build the final and tallest mobs now. They will be the biggest creations in my entire Minecraft world. Their legs will stretch from the ground up into the clouds. Their bodies will be wide like mountain ranges. I place the first giant block for the golem's foot. It's as big as a house. Each layer I add makes its leg reach higher than any tower I've built. Next, I shape its massive torso, wide enough to block out the sun. You can see every block fitting together like a puzzle of giants. I sprinkle magical flower petals around their feet, making the ground shimmer. Tiny fairies made of light buzz around their shoulders, cheering them on. Thunder rumbles in the distance as dark clouds swirl above their heads. I take a moment to feel the power they hold, like ancient guardians awakening. Fireworks of colored wool burst in the sky, marking their birth with a bang. The earth trembles beneath me as I hover, watching them rise higher. I carve out its shoulders strong enough to carry entire islands. Then I shape its helmeted head, taller than the tallest tree. It already feels alive, even as a statue in the sky. Beside it, the last zombie giant takes form with rocky block muscles. Its arms will swing like wrecking balls, and they're as thick as castle walls. I add glowing runes on its chest, shining like stars at night. I step back, and their silhouettes fill my entire view. They stand 10 times taller than me, giants among mobs. Every block is perfect. These titans look ready for the ultimate fight. Look at that! He could step on me and don't even notice it. They almost hit the sky, how tall they are. Now I use my special stick to make them angry. Now they started screaming at each other. This is going to be an epic fight. I fly back to the first mobs, zooming through the sky for our epic showdown. Feel that wind under your wings. Just a few more seconds until we land and the battle begins. Can you hear the crowd cheering as we approach the arena? This fight will be the Corso Fula Duaseso. Now it's time to load up the chest with our special items. Place the lollipop in one slot and the broccoli in the next. Give the lollipop to the first mob and the broccoli to the second mob. Watch as they grab their treats and the fight kicks off with tasty fury. The golem makes very strong hits and defeats the zombie in a few fast moves. Now I use a potion to clear the fighting area and we continue to the next pair of mobs. I fly down to the second mobs with the wind roaring around me. Look at the golem's massive axe shining in the sunlight. I open the chest and pull out a smartphone and an algebra book. I hand the algebra book to the zombie and the phone to the golem. They both stare at the phone and step forward, ready to fight for it. The golem swings its big axe with powerful strength. In just a couple of mighty hits, the zombie goes down. I clear the last arena with the special potion. Poof! All traces vanish. Here stands a big, wide golem with massive shoulders. And beside it, a zombie with huge, powerful arms. I open the chest and pull out $100 and a congratulations card. I hand the money to the golem and the card to the zombie. They eye the cash and step forward, ready to fight. The zombie swings its arms and throws the golem high into the air. The golem tumbles down, too stunned to attack back. And just like that, the golem loses the battle. The zombie stands victorious, clutching the money tight. Chi sapi kaur ari. Look at these massive mobs before us. They're towering over everything. I open my chest and grab the car keys for the golem. And for the zombie, I pull out the pair of stinky socks. The mobs glare at each other and rush forward to fight. The golem swings its huge fists with thunderous power. The zombie lunges, sock in hand, and lands a sharp hit. The golem reels and takes a lot of damage. After a fierce blow, the golem loses strength and collapses. Then, surprise, the golem slowly rises to its feet again. But the zombie strikes again, and the golem falters. The golem falls once more beneath the zombie's relentless assault. Moments later, the golem stands up again, power returning to its limbs. It charges with renewed force. Then, crash! It falls a third time. But this time, it pushes through, refusing to stay down. The golem roars and swings its arms in rapid, sharp movements. It confuses the zombie with swift, powerful hammer blows. With one final smash, the golem sends the zombie crashing to the ground. I fly to the next pair of mobs. Here is a tall iron golem and a big zombie. The zombie isn't scared of his opponent and even turned him with his back. I open my chest now. I pull out a beautiful wife for the golem, and I take 2 beautiful wives for the zombie. I give the wife to the golem with a smile. I hand both wives to the zombie carefully. The fight begins right now. The golem swings its heavy arms. The zombie blocks with one strong arm. They hit each other without stopping. They swing again and again. They trade heavy punches for seconds now. They clash metal on flesh loudly. They hit, and hit. They block, and block. The golem charges with a slow swing. The zombie ducks and counters. Whoa. The golem hits the zombie's arm. The zombie swings back at the golem. They keep fighting in the arena. They trade blows without pause. The zombie steps forward and swings. The ba golden the obrel. Asofal and boing the ding that it. Raise ba the vovain yaz. Zain zabora. Dain bain do we use as fist and hits. They connect with loud thuds. They press each other hard. They punch and block over and over. They fight for many seconds. They keep going with no change. They step in and land heavy blows. They keep hitting the chest area. They punch in quick rhythm. They block each punch again. They swing strong arms again. They keep going without rest. They trade hits step by step. They do not slow down. They stay locked in battle. They hit metal against flesh. They fight with full force. They keep clashing in place. They swing again in the same spot. They block and hit again. They show no sign of stopping. They fight on and on. They trade slow but strong blows. They keep fighting for minutes. They hit hard and block hard. They stay locked in fight. They keep trading the same strikes. They fight with no rest. They keep hitting like clockwork. They trade the same hits again. They hit, block, and hit again. They fight in place for long seconds. They keep going without new moves. They hit each other without change. They do not change their strikes. They stay in battle mode. They keep clashing non-stop. They fight on for 3 full minutes. They swing heavy fists and block each hit in a fierce dance. Metal clashes echo as they trade blow after blow. The golem raises its arm and smashes into the zombie's shield. The zombie dodges and counters with a crushing uppercut. They fight in a circle, each strike hitting with thunder. Let's check their HP now and see how much they've used. I turn on the HP display and it shows they only spent half their health. This fight is taking too much time. We need to speed things up. Time's up and the battle must end now. I throw a cleansing potion into the arena. The arena clears in a swirl of light. I fly off now to the last pair of mobs. I fly to the final mobs. They are the biggest I've ever seen. They tower over me and could crush me with a single step. I open my chest and pull out a business jet and a dilapidated house. I hand the house to the golem with a proud smile. I give the jet to the zombie. It's ready for takeoff. The fight begins now between the House Golem and Jet Zombie. They run at each other with thunderous speed across the arena. They kick with all their might, shouting in fierce battle cries. For the next minute, they charge, kick, and crash into each other. They do not use their arms because the arms are too heavy. They keep running and kicking in endless circles. Their massive bodies shake the ground with every strike. They do not slow down or change tactics. They keep kicking and smashing with simple, heavy blows. You can see no clear winner after all that power. They skid to a halt and eye each other under the blazing arena lights. The golem swings its foot low, trying to trip the zombie. The zombie leaps over the leg and lands a fierce stomp. Their kicks collide in midair with a thunderous boom. They circle again, breathing hard. Suddenly, they both prepare one final kick at the same time. Both hits land simultaneously, and they fall to the ground together. I hope you liked this video. Subscribe to see more interesting videos, or watch other that should appear now on the screen.